Aloha everyone, my name is Stephanie Garcia. I am the Education Services Specialist here at the Military and Family Support Center, working with the Personal and Family Life Skills team. I am here to talk to you a little bit about resiliency, and I came across an article written by Harvard University, and I would like to take a moment to share with you the information that's on that article. The description and the link to that article will be below. Let's take a couple moments to talk about resiliency. As you can see here, we have a picture of a seesaw, and this is going to represent our own personal resiliency. I'll explain here in a bit as to why we're using a seesaw. Now, before we get to the seesaw, I'd just like to take a moment to define what resiliency means for those that may be hearing it for the first time. Now, one of the definitions that encompasses what resiliency means is the ability to withstand, recover, and/or grow in the face of stressors and changing demands. Now, resiliency is not something that we're born with. It takes time to build and grow. It may look different from what you need to build resiliency from what I need, just as what I see as stressors may be different from what you see as stressors. Now, that's the good news, that we're able to build on resiliency. Now, this seesaw is pointing downward where it says a negative, because negative experiences can tip our scale towards negative outcomes. Just as if we had positive experiences, it would tip our scale or seesaw towards positive outcomes. Here we have a couple of factors that may be positive or negative depending on our personal experiences. So you might be thinking, how do I build my resiliency? Where do I start? So the next 3 things that we'll share will help you in your journey. First, begin by recognizing the stressors in your life, the negative loads. Find ways to reduce the load. An example in our community may be PCS moves. That may be something that is out of our control, but we can control our outlook and our attitude. It won't be forever, so it might be just a temporary stressor. For other PCS moves may be a positive because they're moving closer to family and friends, so the scale evens out. They'll be closer to their support system. It just depends on the circumstances. Another example may be meeting basic needs by connecting to the help around in the community. One of the help may be unemployment or other programs like lunch programs for kids. Asking for help is a sign of strength. All right, so second point, like you saw previously, the second point is basically loaded up on the positive side of your seesaw, just like unemployment was a support and it loaded up on the positive side. Well, same thing is with positive connections that we have, our positive relationships that are really responsive to us, that we see as a sense of support. So this can also be part of our positive experiences and will tip our seesaw down to a positive outcome. And part of this is also making positive relationships with your children or experiences with your children. They respond really well to parents that are very interactive with them, so that back and forth play can be very beneficial to them. An example would be if your baby is cooing or learning to make sounds, you respond by doing the same thing, cooing and making a sound. If your toddler is pointing, and then you join in their curiosity and point and also add a comment. So if you want more of this information on back and forth play, you can look at the article below with the link. Lastly, everybody's seesaw is a little bit different, just as well as their beam on their seesaw. And this beam represents our toolbox, our strengthening tools, or our life skills tools. So as you can see here, this seesaw was pointed more towards the positive side, so it was more easily pointed downward toward positive outcomes. We can do this by including important life skills and learning to build on them. For example, time management or work and family life balance. All of these can be improved. Now, where can you find some of these resources? You can find them at our Military and Family Support Center. Here at MFSC, we have so many kinds of support that may really help you to build on that positive side of the scale, or even learn those personal and family life skills that will tip your beam more towards the positive side. Now, if you want more information, I will definitely add all of those different resources down at the bottom. And for the final words, I'll leave you with this. So remember the following. Video helpful and resourceful. I will place some links below for resources that you can find here at Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam or in the outside communities. Thank you.